Wednesday 6th of July, 9:43, 516 miles, and we're coming up to Eagle shortly, so we're just trying to work out whether we want to actually go there tonight or not, and check in with the US border. There we go. This is what it looks like at midnight. And we've all just been to Eagle to check in and been told by the lovely customs guy that we have to go to the airport anyway, so got to crash land on here and sleep at an angle, which is going to be fun. It doesn't look that bad on camera, but believe you me, it is. Anyway, covered a fair bit of distance today, so all good.
We've woken up to a fine campsite on the Thursday morning after going through Dawson and eventually through Eagle. It's mosquito ridden,
Horrible.
and Chris has just had a close encounter of the bear kind. You want to tell the camera, Chris?
Yeah, get up, and then there's this quite big. I thought they were. Well, I didn't get to this, but like I don't know about that big. I'm guessing from that distance, I have no idea. Circling around their tent, right at the end, all the way down there, which is about 200 yards probably actually. Just going round and round this tent. So tried to scare it off. Went down there, and the people there apparently heard it. I don't know if we woke them up or not. I hope we did. And shot the bear spray in their own tent. But luckily it's like pepper spray, so it disperses quickly, but they're pretty hardcore those two anyway. So anyway, that's it, yeah, and then you bug it off. Well, we've been so busy and so tired. This is the first time. It's disgusting. It really is disgusting. At least it puts the bears off.
You haven't told them what it was first.
No, I'm too embarrassed. We've just brushed our teeth, and how long's it been? When did we last brush our teeth? Saturday night?
I mean, yeah.
It was Sunday. So we've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so 5 days without brushing our teeth.
Yeah, but not because it's because every time the opportunity arises, you're so knackered, you just fall asleep.
Right, I hope my wife doesn't watch this. She'll never kiss me on the mouth again. What a lovely day. This is 2 minutes after that rain shower when we're absolutely drenched, and we've now got that. So once again, probably got to get changed. Crazy. Look at it, it is so sunny here. I can't even see what it's like over there. But let's just have localised rain clouds that come through. Oh, so tired. So tell me about the mesh.
Well, I just keep seeing that objects, sometimes real and sometimes the trees or rocks themselves look like something different. But with them, I'm seeing a lot of associated shimmering mesh, like sort of square chicken wire, but very, very fine, floating, usually in a sort of enormous, like an enormous wastebasket.
What, like on the water or?
No, they often come out of the tree or the object.
How big? As big as a tree?
Oh, and some of them twice as big as a tree.
And they just float in the air?
They're one or two of them. I've had cones bend over and touch the water. And then if you look at them, you know, they will shimmer, and then you see that you'll see. Sometimes it looks as if something's there inside them, and then you realise it's behind them, and then they just disappear. But
have you been taking anything that you shouldn't be taking?
no,
Have you been smoking some of the local produce?
no, no, it's just amazing. So they're not quite the same as all the misperceptions I'm having of
Oh, what,
seeing
like
animals
elephants
and
or-
faces and sculptures, and these are different again because they don't seem to have a basis at all.
Yeah. All right. So, do you also pretend to see handrails that lead up to?
Well, yes, I suppose I was. I was misinterpreting some pale vegetation as a white handrail that must be on the stairs that must be there.
I'm going to ignore you next time.
I think you should. It's Thursday evening, things have gone very wrong. A storm has blown up and we have had to pull in. The first place we pulled in, the tent rolled into back into the river, and we had to relaunch and chase it down in the wind. But we have managed to get ashore on a horrible bank and get the boat at least out of the water.
Well, this came in, and yeah, luckily we got it in time. Oh, horrible, horrible storm. Luckily, had this inkling it was going to happen when the wind picked up, but we're in this right in the middle of nowhere. This is Alaska still. Obviously we crossed over the other day, but we were over there at the time, and then we just had to come here, which is a nightmare. The tides running, the current's running really quick. Oh, just glad we're off. It's not raining half as much as it was before, and I just feel happy to be off the water, and I hope everyone else is okay on the water, because it is horrible. That storm is horrible. Right, got to clean the tent up for later. What day is it? Pardon? Can't even see my watch. Friday the 8th. Friday the 8th. After that massive storm, we holed up in the tent. Look at these mosquitoes on the inside of the tent. So I've been bitten alive, like really bad. I don't know if you can see my hand. It's swollen right up. I don't know if that's what it should. That's kind of, well, that's swollen as well. So yeah, they bite you everywhere. So look, we've had to put on all our wet gear again. It's a lovely morning to wake up. And you have to put all your wet gear on. We got woken up an hour after that massive storm with crashing noises, like the bank subsiding. And naturally, we got a little panicky. Let me show you. So we genuinely thought the whole bank was going to slip down. That's where we were. It doesn't look too bad on here, but obviously last night we didn't know what to do really, thinking that this whole side was going to come down and we're going to lose the kayak because the water levels were rising. So we got back to the boat, got our sat phone. I mean, I was contemplating even ringing the organiser for a weather update to see what the score is. So we had to, well, I got some sticks and stones on the side and marked it, which I thought was the level where the boat was, kayak was. But then luckily I managed to move the kayak up a little bit and prop it up, but everything was so bad that I thought it was just going to wash it down, so we just wedged it with some stones. But it was pretty hairy because we sit there thinking, is the bank going to collapse? Are we going to get swept away? And at one time we were talking about getting back in the kayak. It was an option, but I've got to put mosquito repellent on because there are thousands of them. We were contemplating getting back in the kayak and kayaking, and it obviously, and then another storm came in, so then I thought about moving the tent up. Long story short, we had a very difficult night again. I'm now in my freezing wet gear because we've got to keep our dry and wet separated. Yeah, but I feel a bit more positive that we got through the night without phoning anyone. And you get that view, it's like, oh, as if nothing happened. Very cruel. So yeah, very, very scary. At one time, you know, thinking, are we going to have to get rescued here or whatever? Are we going to lose the kayak? Oh, and I forgot to say that on the first site, I set one up further up, and Mike said, is that our kit? And I was like, what are you on about? And I turned around and realised our tent had been swept away. It rolled down the hill when I turned my back and I hadn't noticed, so a bit of a lifesaver from him. And earlier on, we'd hit a shingle bank that we didn't see, and then he'd let go of his paddle trying to get in because it was so difficult. It was like really, really fast current, and he sort of, yeah, worried we were going to knock the boat over, etc. So he lost his paddle, so we had to paddle after that. So between us, we've had a fair deal of two things that could have been showstoppers, but we just acted quickly and grabbed the stuff, and we're now back to normal apart from everything is absolutely soaking wet. I mean, I've pumped it out already, but everything is just drenched. But hopefully, well, yeah, dreadful is normal, isn't it? But we're here. That's the main thing, really. So, I've got to go and get cracking on. Friday the 8th of July, day 6. We are at 687 miles. I'm just randomly recording this. We're at Circle, where it goes to the flats, and bearing in mind all the mountains that we've been seeing, it's not called the flats for nothing. It's weird. So what you get really badly, really, really bad. I mean, we came aground once already today, just once, wasn't it? We were just bombing along the middle of a main channel, this huge channel, and you just get out of nowhere, you hear this noise and you can't really see it, and you just ground on a load of stones, which is really scary since we're near the Arctic Circle. In fact, I don't know if Circle's on the Arctic Circle line, but anyway, we're on our own in Alaska, in the middle of nowhere, and one of our biggest fears is that we put a hole in the boat because our tape is rubbish and the silicone is just, you know, it's just not good to be sinking because we'll be struggling to paddle it ashore. There's hardly anywhere to pull the boat up. It's not so bad now, it's a bit better. But yeah, so all day long, all we're doing is shouting out objects in the water, which used to be logs floating, are now 99% of the time are fixed bits stuck to the ground, and then we end up grounding, and it's just a nightmare. But so we're looking on our mapping, and let's see if I can show you. Put my paddle away. So I've started using Mike's software, I don't know if you can see it, which is really quite detailed, but not detailed enough. We're looking at hundreds of islands and stuff. Anyway, so that's that. So we are literally eyes about all day long, shouting out objects. and stuff, and not enjoying it too much, but the sun's out so, and we're ahead of a track that we were following, so we're looking positive and hoping to get there in a couple of days.